One of the things that I love most about coaching is that no season is the same, no day is the same. Like every practice, every game, every team gives you a different experience. And for me, I'm able to grow and learn through all of those constantly. And if that ever stopped happening, then I think I wouldn't be in coaching anymore. I think there was multiple points throughout the season that we felt we were quite special. I think even going into the year, we knew we had a special group of people that had been waiting for the opportunity to compete together. So from the start, we were pretty excited about who we could be as a team. When we were at Ottawa U, and we showed a lot of resilience in back-to-back games. We won one game by 1 point, kind of at the buzzer, and a second one by 8, and defensively held the opponent to under 50. I think getting those 2 wins against a top 6 team in the country on back-to-back nights was a sign of really what we could accomplish over the final months of the season. People probably don't believe me when I say this, but I never thought we were going to lose the OUA final, even though we were down by 22 with 6 minutes left. But I think there was some worry in those moments that was going to be the one. Again, it will sound weird, but certainly for me, and I don't know exactly how the players felt, but we never talked about being undefeated. That wasn't our goal. That was not what we were trying to achieve. So I think a lot of the time throughout the year, we were almost unaware that we were undefeated. We stayed true to our plan. We stayed true to who we were. We just, continued to focus on our defense, turned up the pressure, and were able to turn things, literally turn the opponent over and create some stops. So despite being down 22, I never thought we were going to lose. But I did say to our coaches at one point, I'm not sure if we can score enough, but we did that just enough.
And for the first time in school history, the Bronze Navy will reside at the Mattamy Athletic Center.
One of my favorite moments in the national championship game is with about 1 minute left. My philosophy for sure is that every single possession matters. And whether we're up or down, we don't take a possession off in a game or in practice. And I think that's the thing that I most emotionally react to. And I think there was 5 minutes left and Winnipeg called a timeout, and some people were feeling pretty good in that moment coming into the timeout, and I basically had a message of don't look up yet, stay focused on the mission, obviously knowing we had been in a pretty similar situation the week prior, but at the same time it felt a little bit different. I think the Coach of the Year award is a team award because good teams have great players, and great players create winning records, and Coaches of the Year awards don't go to teams that don't make the playoffs or teams that finish last. They often are teams that are in the mix to be amongst the best. In high school, I won back-to-back provincial championships, Nova Scotia High School, so small scale but meaningful at the time. And when I got into coaching, head coaching, I started at UPEI before coming here. My high school coach lent our signed, autographed championship ball from 2001, dating myself a little bit. And there's a stand it sits on that has the score and the date. And then he gave me a second blank stand and said, this is for when you get your own, obviously referring to our own national championship ball. So that's why I hunted down the ball at the end of the game and got everyone to sign it, because I now have the ball to go on the stand, and had a text waiting from him right after too. Yeah, I think as a coach you have to find where your wins are, and I think I've kind of talked about that of, for me we've got a former player that is graduating from law school next week. We've got one that's going to med school next year. We've got one that's pursuing the career that she loves, and that list is endless. So, if you only get tied up in the wins and losses, then it can be exhausting and feel like a lose-lose a lot. But I'm always been a process person, and I still love winning and still want to win, but I think having those process and check marks to remind yourself of the bigger picture are super important. And again, for me, it's just super rewarding to help other people achieve their goal. and that's the win for me.